Fairy on the Mountain warmly greets you all. Did you know that those chosen by heaven often go through emotional tribulations? These challenges cut deep into their souls, bringing pain so intense it feels unbearable. Only when they experience such extreme suffering can they truly awaken. Those chosen by heaven often endure hardships in the first half of their lives. Their kindness and compassion expose them to countless trials and tribulations, but they never give up. They overcome challenge after challenge because they understand that everything meant to hurt them is, in fact, there to help them grow. These trials guide them through difficulties. Those truly chosen rarely have a smooth life. Heaven chooses them for training, granting them blessings while also placing trials in their path. It's akin to a journey of self-redemption. They must overcome countless obstacles to finally claim what is rightfully theirs. More accurately, those chosen are here to endure life's tribulations. They endure more hardships than most people, facing betrayal, misfortune, and endless challenges. Their lives are filled with difficult relationships, whether in love, family, or society. This is their destiny. Heaven places them in isolation, without support, and with nothing in hand so they can awaken and strive for their own lives. In reality, those truly chosen often achieve success later in life or reach milestones at an older age. This is because the first half of their lives is a long journey of trials. Only after they have endured all these sufferings can they experience happiness in the latter half. This is destiny preordained by heaven. Those with great blessings must first endure great hardships. Life cannot always go smoothly, but neither will it be perpetually bleak. However, if you grow accustomed to living in failure, you will fall into a state of despair and remain trapped there. For example, when you encounter someone unsuitable for you, it is a warning sign. A wise person will understand and distance themselves early, while an unaware one will drown in pain and feelings of betrayal. As the saying goes, heaven tests people by first giving them opportunities. This marks the beginning of a training process. Why do some families fail to maintain their wealth for more than 3 generations? Because the earlier generation endured great hardships, while the later generation, not having experienced them, fails to appreciate what they have. If you're facing difficulties, it's a sign that you need to grow through these challenges. These trials are there to strengthen your will or physical resilience. Smaller challenges may serve as training, but greater trials are what truly shake your core. Just when you find peace, something will disrupt your state of mind. This is the ultimate test. Once you've overcome all these challenges, you will reach a state where material wealth no longer excites you, adversity no longer intimidates you, and you are free from emotional entanglements. At this point, you will attract what is truly meant for you. You will become a completely transformed version of yourself. So, don't hold on too tightly to tribulations. Tribulations are not worth clinging to. Don't let them stir your emotions. Instead, view them as an examination where you are the examiner. Those with great blessings often endure more emotional trials. Life presents countless challenges in love, family, friendship, and finances. Yet, few manage to overcome the trials of love. If you're currently facing emotional trials, it's a sign of your potential blessings. What are emotional trials? They occur when you meet someone who makes you trust and love unconditionally. Even if they push you beyond your limits, you can't let go of them or forget them, consuming much of your mental energy. The world operates on the balance of yin and yang. What happens may not always be bad. From another perspective, these trials are challenges sent by heaven to refine you. Before an eagle teaches its young to fly, it first subjects them to harsh beginnings. Did you know that before an eagle teaches its young to fly, it often throws them into deep valleys? At that moment, there are only 2 options: to crash and perish or to soar high into the sky. No one can help you pass this test because it is your battle alone. Eventually, you will realize that, whether with family, friends, or even yourself, you are never overly indulgent. Yet, for a stranger, you might become incredibly tolerant and accommodating, almost to the point of spoiling them. When you realize it was all in vain, you'll understand that loving anyone else will never be as fulfilling as loving yourself. First, become someone full of love yourself. Then, you won't place hope in others but will proactively bring love to everyone. Your state of mind will elevate to new heights. You'll realize that friendship cannot satisfy all needs, and issues arising in relationships will no longer trouble you. You'll no longer cling to the illusions of love or be captivated by sweet promises or poetic oaths. Ultimately, you'll learn to accept and forgive. There's no such thing as partial love. Everything is but fleeting moments in each other's lives. What we gain may not always be a blessing, and what we lose may not always be a disaster. Life is like a journey full of breathtaking views and trials. Love is the most intricate and beautiful segment of that journey. Sometimes we must endure emotional ups and downs as though walking through a trial of love. By persisting through these difficulties, you'll come to realize that those who overcome the trials of love will be rewarded with great blessings. Love is the harbor. The shores of the human soul are among the most warm yet complex emotions in life. On the journey to find love, we often encounter countless wounds and disappointments. Sometimes we are deceived or betrayed, leaving us feeling helpless and heartbroken. Other times, we become entangled in endless arguments and coldness, leaving us confused and exhausted. Yet, when you dare to face and overcome these difficulties, you will receive great blessings. Before encountering good fortune, one must overcome emotional trials. What does it mean to overcome such trials? People destined for blessings are often subjected to emotional pain. Do you know what an emotional tribulation is? It's when you clearly realize that someone cannot change, and you reach the depths of disappointment. One moment you want to let go entirely and never contact them again. The next, you find yourself hesitating and giving them another chance, caught in a continuous cycle. This drains your mental energy, leaving you in a state of perpetual exhaustion. When emotional tribulations begin, your career and personal life can collapse completely. It feels as if you cannot live without that person, yet having them by your side also prevents you from living well. You eat without appetite, sleep without peace, your heart constantly restless and anxious. It feels as though something essential has been extracted from your soul, leaving a lingering and inescapable pain. At that moment, you find yourself reminiscing about their good qualities while simultaneously recalling the hurt they caused, as though your mind is torn in two. Emotional tribulations are among the most challenging tests in life because they strike deep into the soul, causing excruciating pain. However, it is precisely through this profound pain that one can achieve clarity, enlightenment, and exceptional growth. You must understand that without extraordinary predestined connections, it is difficult for individuals to attain enlightenment. Thus, if you are enduring an emotional trial, it signifies significant blessings. Emotional tribulations are like a ladder, elevating you to new heights in life. Those who endure such trials are destined for greatness. These challenges are not a punishment but an opportunity to grow and ascend. One example of remarkable resilience is Zhang Yuyi, the former wife of poet Su Zhimo. Married at 15 and divorced at 22, she endured immense emotional pain, including the loss of a child at 25. Despite her hardships, she transformed her life, becoming China's first female banker and a renowned figure in Shanghai. Zhang overcame betrayal, grief, and societal prejudice to build a successful career, eventually living a long and fulfilling life surrounded by her family. Her journey teaches us that emotional tribulations are not misfortunes but blessings in disguise. They compel us to grow, to evolve, and to strive for self-completion. A wise monk once said, "Emotional tribulations are blessings. Meetings are predestined debts to repay, and separations occur when those debts are settled." Life is a journey of fleeting connections and separations. Nothing is permanent, and everything is predestined. By letting go of attachment, you allow yourself to be reborn. Emotional trials serve as a crucible for transformation, forging strength from pain. As the saying goes, heroes emerge from the crucible of suffering. Prosperity is as fleeting as morning dew. Only those who endure the depths of pain can rise anew, like a chrysalis breaking free to become a butterfly. The trials we face are not punishments but divine blessings designed to awaken and enlighten us. Ultimately, emotional tribulations are a gift that reveals the profound truths of life. Through them, we are reborn, stronger and more radiant, ascending to new heights of self-discovery and fulfillment. Overcoming emotional tribulations, the journey to true enlightenment. Pain can reach unimaginable depths. However, it is precisely this intense yearning that, when overcome, allows individuals to attain profound clarity and enlightenment, achieving the supreme wisdom of Bodhi. Among the 10 great sufferings of life, emotional tribulations are challenges only one can surpass on their own. Those who have faced and risen above such challenges accomplish self-rescue, rebirth, and a chance to start anew. For those who have endured the pain of emotional tribulations, life grants 3 great blessings. 1. Learning to accept. Emotional tribulations train your inner self, making you more resilient, calm, and composed. You are forced to accept the pain and situations you previously avoided. This acceptance, even if initially forced, helps you understand that nothing in life is impossible to let go of. Gradually, your heart becomes serene, and you come to see that everything that happens stems from the interplay of causes and conditions. The trials life presents are what you are meant to experience in this lifetime. 2. Seeing through people's true nature. Emotional tribulations reveal the true essence of others, giving you a clearer understanding of human nature. This newfound awareness fosters a calm and insightful inner state. Life becomes a journey where one learns to live in harmony with the natural flow, trusting that all things are orchestrated for the best. 3. Loving yourself. The pain of emotional challenges prompts self-reflection. You begin to ask, why, despite my sincerity, was I hurt? Why, despite giving my all, was I deceived? This reflection teaches you to protect yourself and build resilience. During this transformative process, you may experience internal resistance or confusion about your career and life. However, over time, you realize that self-love is the foundation for everything else. In the beginning, emotional tribulations may bring immense suffering, even despair. But gradually, you will see them as a special blessing, one that strengthens you and transforms you into a better version of yourself. Many who fail to learn from these trials allow negativity to consume them, amplifying their sacrifices and love into an endless cycle of victimhood. Yet, pain often serves as a test from life. By overcoming it with courage, your inner self grows stronger, enabling you to achieve anything. As the saying goes, if the heart does not die, the path will not fade. Those who conquer emotional tribulations eventually experience smoother journeys because they understand that controlling life often leads to being controlled by it. When you can let go of the person you love most, the one who truly loves you will appear. Meeting someone is about repaying a karmic debt. When they leave, it signifies the debt is settled. You need not fear loss, for what can be lost was never truly yours. The ultimate transformation. Those who surpass emotional tribulations undergo significant changes. They no longer view missed opportunities as regrets but as avoided calamities. They grow stronger and more mature. The quickest path to growth is through overcoming emotional tribulations, a chance to shed one's old self and begin anew. For those who fail to transcend these challenges, life will continuously introduce new people and new stories, repeating the pain until they break down or reach despair. However, these experiences are not personal punishment but preparation for facing future challenges with greater clarity and resolve. The road to true love. After experiencing the trials of emotional tribulations, your inner energy elevates. You become calmer in the face of life's tests. True love, powerful and transformative, allows you to see the world more clearly. It inspires personal growth, fostering inner and outer transformation. When you embody and radiate love, you are no longer afraid of anyone leaving or overly jubilant at anyone's arrival. You become the source of your happiness, loving yourself, those around you, and the world. Your heart holds everything and nothing simultaneously, cultivating genuine relationships based on sincerity and care. True love replaces fleeting desires, offering long-lasting joy and fulfillment. Beyond emotional tribulations. Emotional tribulations are not equivalent to true love. They arise from chaotic desires and attachments, while true love comes from a serene and pure heart. When the mind's illusions dissolve, tribulations transform into genuine love. Emotional tribulations do not always result in a relationship because, at that time, one is often still caught in the illusions of love. Only by discovering one's true self can one truly understand love. Tribulations destroy the old self, paving the way for personal evolution. In life, love and emotions are merely a vast game that one must navigate and rise above. Life is like a spiritual journey, where overcoming emotional tribulations has been discussed in ancient wisdom. These tribulations serve as gateways to personal growth, breaking free from fleeting desires and moving toward enlightenment. The insights I'm about to share, if genuinely applied, will not only help you overcome the challenges of emotional entanglements, but also elevate your consciousness to a higher level. Breaking free from emotional entanglements is not merely about forgetting or letting go of someone. Doing so would only keep you trapped in a repetitive cycle. You'll continue encountering similar issues because human nature is constantly seeking love, and the love they seek often mirrors what they pursued before. If you don't accomplish what I've just mentioned, you'll remain stuck in a never-ending loop, unable to transcend emotional hardships. There are only two words that can dissolve all emotional entanglements: great love. What we often call love is, in reality, small love, mere fragments of personal emotions. What is great love? Great love is boundless compassion. Only by elevating your soul to the level of great love and compassion can emotional entanglements no longer hurt you, not even slightly. This is the state of infinite kindness, where you develop unconditional love for all beings and all things with a heart full of vastness and acceptance. Many people, in relationships, tend to seek validation externally. They expect their partner to fulfill certain needs. However, those who live by such expectations often suffer greatly because gain and loss are natural states of life. Only by elevating your heart to the level of great love can you escape the pain caused by such expectations. Understanding great love. If you're unsure what great love is, think about how you love your child or your pet. That is great love, a form of compassion. However, that is still not enough. You will realize that the love you give to your child or pet is unconditional. You love them without expecting anything in return, feeling content simply because you wish for their happiness. When you understand that everything you need already exists within yourself, you will no longer seek it externally. By knowing how to satisfy your own needs, the world will no longer control you. The more you desire from the outside world, the further you drift from your true self. This is why the human heart becomes increasingly impure, clouded by endless layers of expectations. Everything in life is in constant flux because impermanence is the truth of this world. So why cling to desires? Are the things you long for truly yours? If you are fortunate to attain them, you may feel satisfaction, but if not, you will feel unfairly treated and hurt. The laws of the universe are fair and inherently aimed at balance. The more you desire, the more imbalance you or your partner may experience. When you constantly crave, you will find yourself in a state of dissatisfaction. Only great love and unconditional compassion can help you dissolve the suffering caused by emotions. Whether it's Buddhism's philosophy of equanimity or Taoism's principle of Wu Wei, effortless action, they all converge on the same core idea. When external disturbances arise, your heart remains unmoved. All thoughts and emotions are under your control, not dictated by external circumstances. This is called the heart changes as the situation changes. The state of letting go. People who cannot overcome emotional entanglements lack the feeling of letting go. A simple word or action from others may make them overthink. A social media post might preoccupy their mind, or even a delayed reply to a message can disturb their peace. This is the opposite of the state where the heart is unmoved by circumstances, a state where the mind is calm, unaffected by external turbulence. The inability to let go stems from being unable to control your thoughts and emotions. Why is this? When viewed deeply, the pain you experience today is actually the karmic result of the seeds you've sown in the past. On a smaller scale, this pain arises from your excessive expectations. Life, by nature, is impermanent, yet you impose boundaries and definitions on yourself and others, making suffering inevitable. Once you have expectations and attachments, you create a narrative within your mind, becoming trapped in it. Ultimately, You are bound by the very story you crafted while mistakenly believing others are the source of your pain. In truth, no one else causes your suffering, you create it yourself. How to let go. To achieve the feeling of letting go, you must first abandon all desires and expectations. Do what needs to be done with independence and leave the results to fate. When you truly let go of expectations, you will realize that emotions are no longer yours, thoughts are no longer yours, and all attachments will fade away. At that moment, pain begins to dissolve. Forgiving everything around you also means forgiving yourself, and emotional entanglements will naturally dissipate. Emotional entanglements, a path to awakening. Emotional entanglements are the best way for a person to awaken. Before one can truly enter a transformative phase in life, they must first overcome emotional entanglements. Particularly at this time, when the karmic cycle of maturity has reached its peak, those with significant blessings are more likely to face emotional challenges. These are among the most important tests of life and a gateway to enlightenment. Emotions here are not limited to romantic love but include all kinds of human feelings. Unfortunately, many people spend their entire lives without ever receiving this ticket to awakening. To transcend emotional entanglements, the answer is simple: let go of self-centered attachments. As the saying goes, with one thought of letting go comes infinite freedom. That kind of love can gently accept any outcome with a calm state of mind, like the wind blowing the clouds away. After overcoming emotional entanglements, the path to enlightenment for a person truly begins, and at that moment, great fortune will also come your way. This fortune is not something predetermined or written into your destiny. Instead, it is a reward you earn through your own efforts in self-cultivation and overcoming challenges. This reward will make your life brighter and smoother. Thank you for reading this far. If this content has been helpful to you, please give it a like to show your support and leave a comment. Once you let go of self-centered attachments and overcome emotional entanglements, good fortune will be right behind you, and your life will undoubtedly become better and more prosperous. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, click the subscribe button in the top right corner to stay connected with us. Don't hesitate to share and spread this knowledge because the merit of doing so is boundless.